Hello everybody, in this episode I will be unboxing the Ferengi Marauder. Now before I begin, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so I can bring you more episodes like this in the future. Okay, so let's begin. One of the reasons that I love Star Trek is because of all the different alien characters that they bring onto the show. Now, Ferengi is one of my favorite because Ferengis are kind of these fun characters that you just can't help but to love. Now, originally when they were designed, they weren't designed to be so friendly and so funny. They were actually supposed to be very intimidating, hence why their ship looks the way they do. Now, let's take a look at the ship that I have here. By the way, before I start, again, this is Eaglemoss. They make great ships. They have the magazine that comes with it. I have this set right here to show you. So as you can see, this magazine tells you all about the Ferengi ship, from its design to its backstory. If you want to learn more because of the creation of Ferengi ship, it's really interesting. This is a great read. I read this front to cover, and if you look at this ship, first of all, the color, it's like this clay color. And the shape of the ship, it's good weight. Again, really great weight from Eaglemoss because of the die cast. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. Move this to the side. Take this out. Okay, actually not as heavy as some of the other ships, but the front end has some weight to it. It's beautiful color, very true to the ship on TV. And you see how the shape is? It looks kind of like a horseshoe. Over here, these look kind of like crab claws because originally the ship was inspired by this like horseshoe crab thing on this guy's desk, and that's where he got the idea to make this ship. But originally they were trying to make this ship very intimidating looking, you know, because they wanted them to be your next bad guy. That didn't really work out that way. I think I love them way more than the goofballs that they are. All right. Set this here. Okay, let's take a look at this ship. Now, I love the details. As you can see, the back here, I don't know if that is like wear and tear on how they're supposed to look, but you can see there's like burnt marks on them. Oh, actually throughout the ship. So probably that's just how the ship is supposed to look because it has that very like raw, intimidating look to it. And as you can see, this elongated neck, this actually originally was supposed to be an articulated neck that is supposed to extend and go back, but this looks really great. That didn't work out so good because it was just way too expensive to make for back in the day when they didn't have CGI like they do nowadays. Now, as you can see over here, the lights in the front also has grooves to go with it. So it's not just paint. This also has like all the little grooves to go along with the windows. I'm actually very impressed the fact that the paint actually went on the grooves, because you know, I talked about it before where sometimes they don't exactly match, but it does match in this incident, so that's really good to know. Okay. Also in here, I like to show you, there's a lot of grooves in the neck area and the back. So I really like how detailed this is. Very well done. Okay, now I would like to show you guys the underside. Let's all take a look. See if it looks just as awesome. All right, take this down. Oh, wow. Okay, now what I was expecting, not as realistic looking as I had hoped. If you take a look, this is what the magazine underside is supposed to look like, and this is what the underside looks like on the ship. Kind of honestly looks a little plastic to me. Now over here you have the energy dispersed areas that is supposed to have these like honeycomb looking paints. In here, it's not. It's more like vertical lines instead. Now in the magazine, as you can see, the underside is supposed to look kind of rough looking. I was expecting to have some of that black and gray undertone to it like we saw in the front, but here it's just one color. It's one tone. Looks like, feels like plastic, more or less, and it does have some details on it, so that's good, and this kind of completes that look from the front side with where these claws are. But again, not what I was expecting, because when we turn it to the front, look at that detail. That looks quite beautiful. Doesn't really do its justice on the underside as it does on the front. But good thing for us, when you display it, you're going to put it here like this, and you can't see the underside at all. So I guess if you're just going to display it on the wall, it looks just fine for a Ferengi Marauder. Actually, it looks really cool. So we're going to go ahead and display it on my shelf back there. I'm going to go ahead and take it. I like to put the ship where the slanted side is towards the front, where you can see it better. Let's put the antagonist guys down here. That looks great. Alright guys, thank you again for joining me for another episode of Nerd Stuff. Remember, please like, share, and subscribe to the video so I can bring you more cool things in the future. Alright, see you next time.